We start our walk at the Radcliffe Camera Library, the symbolic heart of Oxford University, that would have greeted a young Percy Bysshe Shelley when he arrived here in 1810. We look inside the University Church of St. Mary the Virgin, where centuries of thought and debate echo beneath the vaulted ceiling. Shelley first became known not for his poetry, but his published arguments for an atheist view. At the Bodleian Library, the legacy of both Percy and Mary Shelley still lives. Here you'll find preserved original manuscripts and early works, Mary's Frankenstein among them, linking Oxford to one of literature's most enduring creations. The Divinity School reveals a ceiling of intricate Gothic stonework. You can visit here without going inside the library. St. Mary's Passage leads through to High Street, lined by the quads of Oxford schools. Shelley walked here as a student, publishing his first works challenging convention anonymously as a gentleman of Oxford. Shelley was fascinated by electricity and early batteries. Tired of being bullied, he wired his door to shock intruders, pranks that made him as notorious as he was brilliant. He envisioned a utopian world where machines would free humanity from labor, leaving time for poetry and art. It took over 200 years, but now with AI fulfilling that prophecy, be careful what you wish for. The Queen's College Gate is across from University College and the Shelley Memorial. A marble figure of the poet lies in eternal rest, surrounded by lines from his verse. Tour groups marvel at the Venetian-style Hertford Bridge. Carfax Tower is the historic crossroads of the city where you can join a group tour. A walk takes us through the Oxford Covered Market, which Shelley would have known, trading here since 1774. A peek in High Street shop windows illustrates the incongruity of Oxford tradition and modern university life. We end with a stop for pastry. Subscribe for more, follow the playlist, or you can get my novel, Secret Memoirs of Mary Shelley, at Amazon.